If I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do if I told you you were beautiful?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna, and if you guys are new here, I am the owner of Anna Vatari, and in today's DIY video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this sexy dress that I made for Valentine's Day. Now, I got so many compliments on this dress you would not believe, and I loved how it came out, so I'm hoping you guys will like it as much as I did. Now let's get right into the video. First, you're going to need your pattern and your fabric. Now, I purchased this pattern from Etsy, and if you guys would like for me to leave the link down, just let me know and I will leave the link. So first I'm going to fold my fabric in half and lay my pattern on top of this fabric. Now, as per usual, I'm leaving about 1 inch to ½ an inch of seam allowance on this dress, because I would prefer for this dress to fit me loose, where I can go back and adjust it to make it tighter, rather than me, make a dress and it's too tight that I can't really, make any adjustments to the dress. So I'm going to cut all the way around the front piece of the dress.
I promise we'll find love again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't even say what's up. Round your bush, back so tough. Like you never been in love. If you don't quit acting up, along this way you're going enough. I promise you make things that I'm crazy.
So after that step is completed, we're going to lay this piece on the side, and then we're going to work on the back of the dress. We're going to use the same process as before. We're going to fold over our fabric in half, lay down the pattern on the fold of this fabric, and then cut around it, and again leaving about 1 inch to ½ an inch seam allowance on it. Once that step is completed, I'm going to then take the back piece of my dress, take the front piece of my dress, lay it on top of each other to make sure the right sides are facing each other, and then I'm going to pin the sides of the dress. Once the sides of the dress are pinned, I'm going to take the dress over to my serger and then serge the sides of the dress. Serging the sides of the dress, this is what it should look like. Now, if you don't have a serger, you can use a zigzag stitch on that as well. Now, for this part, I'm going to be making the trims for the dress. Now, let me tell you guys something. This is the most tedious part of making the dress, and I hated every minute of it. I kid you not. So, preferably, if you guys can purchase a double fold trim online, a double fold trim that has a little bit of elastic so it can stretch with your dress online, because let me tell you, making this trim took way too freaking long for me. It took way too much time and energy, and it was just very tedious. So to save you guys some time and energy, just purchase a double fold trim online. Just saved you a couple minutes right there. So after cutting the pieces, as you can see here, I cut 2 straps. I actually cut a 3rd piece that I did not record because I needed a long strap. So just, giving you guys a little heads up, you're going to need a long piece. So after the pieces are completed, I'm going to then take it over to my ironing board, and then I'm going to fold over the piece that I just cut. I'm going to fold it over in half and then iron that. So I'm going to do it for all the pieces that I cut out. Well, after you finish ironing the piece in half, you're then going to take the piece again and double fold it. So this part is a little bit hard for me to, explain, so just watch the video. Hopefully it will explain what I'm doing. Basically, I'm trying to get a double fold trim from this fabric right here. Again, this step is very tedious, so just save yourself some time and energy and just buy a trim with some stretch in it online. Just make sure it's not woven. So the step that I'm completing here, I'm basically going to do that all the way down, and I'm going to complete it for all the pieces of straps that I cut out. So after the pieces are cut out, I'm then going to take the trim that I just created. I'm going to take it over to my dress, and then I'm going to insert the raw edge of my dress inside the double fold trim that I just created, and then I'm going to pin it all the way around the U shape of the dress. Once I pin it, I'm going to take it over to my machine and zigzag stitch it all the way around the U shape. So after that step is completed, we're basically going to use the same step and process to use the trim to cover all the raw edges of the dress. So I went over my sewing machine and I zigzag stitched the top part of the dress. And as you can tell from the video here, I left about 1 inch to 1/2 inch space where the U shape connects at the center of my dress. And then I'm going to basically use this trim to cover all the raw edges. So this next step will be to use the trim to cover the sides of the dress, connecting to the back of the dress. So after that step is completed, we're going to then cover the raw edges of the sides of the dress. Now this step, you're going to leave excess trim at the top and bottom of the sides. So basically this is what I mean when I say leave excess trim, because that excess trim that you left, you're going to use that to tie the neck and the back of your dress. So this is what I mean when I say leave excess trim at the end. So this is another step that I basically did not record, was the hemming of this dress. I did that off camera, so I do apologize for that, but you will also go ahead and hem the bottom of your dress. Now we're going to move on to the final piece of this dress, which is basically to connect the center of the dress with the connector. Now I got this connector from my local fabric store, Joann's, but you can pretty much get a connector from almost any fabric store. But we're going to basically loop the connector through the excess piece of trim that we left at the front. And then we're going to pin everything together. Once everything is pinned, we're going to take it over to our sewing machine and then just sew a straight line to, seal the connector in place. Guess what, you guys, we're done with this dress, and I love how this dress came out. As I stated before, I got so many compliments, so I'm hoping you guys liked it as much as I did. So here's what the dress looks like on me. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching my video, staying tuned, liking, commenting, and sharing. I appreciate you guys. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can stay connected. And I will see you guys in my next video.